All right, good morning, everybody. Today we have the team from LifeSecure. LifeSecure has a great product that we're super excited about. They've got several products, but we want to dive in depth into three. And so today we're going to dive into what's their bread and butter, their claim to fame. It's their accident policy. They've got a tremendous accident policy, one of the best in the industry. They've got a great quoting platform and an enrollment platform, great benefits, great prices. It's a great accident policy. So today we're going to talk about their accident policy. Over the next couple of weeks, they've got a critical illness policy as well as a hospital indemnity plan. We're going to dive in depth into all three of those over the next 3 weeks. So today we're going to talk about accident, and we're super excited. Guys, I'm going to turn it over to Toby and Amy with LifeSecure. Thanks for doing this, guys. We're excited.
Hey, thanks for having us.
All right.
Does that show up just perfect? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
That's perfect.
Thank you so much for having us. My name is Amy Purdue-Smith, and I'm the regional for your area with LifeSecure. And I've been with the company about 1.5 years, so really excited to partner with you and help you get to know LifeSecure and see what we can put together. I have Toby Komanek with me today, so I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey, good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for having us. Appreciate the time, Matt. And it was very nice to get to meet you and Brian last week. So, just to get things going, my name's Toby Komanek. I'm our national sales manager. Happy to be here. I've worked with, Amy for almost, 2 years now. I've been with the company for closing in on 10 years, and just very excited to introduce myself and our product today, and hopefully answer any questions you may have about the accident plan or about LifeSecure. So let's take it away.
Thank you, Toby. LifeSecure is a company that is known for its ancillary products. So today we're going to focus just on the accident plan. So we do have a full suite of products that you'll be learning more about as time goes on. But today we wanted to make sure that you were comfortable with who LifeSecure is, and as well as our flagship accident plan and how that fits into the market. And then we're going to round out by telling you how our portal works and show you an example of how you can easily quote and submit cases with us. LifeSecure is a very financially strong and growing company. We are owned by predominantly Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, so very well-known name in the marketplace. And we have a long history of understanding health insurance, medical insurance, and those concerns that your customers face as those costs are growing year by year. We do offer coverage in the whole United States. We do not offer coverage in New York or Florida, but we are definitely across the board. And we do pay commissions weekly, so that sets us apart. We want to make sure that you get paid for that business that you're sending us right away. And we are ranked among the top 3 carriers for individual accident sales. So that's the plan that we're going to focus on today. So first of all, I want to give you some nuts and bolts on how our accident plan actually works. We do offer it for individuals, individual plus spouse or partner, or individuals with children or family plans. Now, the way that those plans differ is on those maximum available benefits. So our minimum will drop down to $2,500, but then you can choose that annual benefit bank for up to $15,000 for an individual or $25,000 for a couple and family. And you'll choose that based on $100 increments, which will show you as we run through how we can be easily quoted. The benefit can be used by one person or the whole family. So just whatever the needs come for that year. We do offer a deductible option, but we definitely recommend proposing it without the deductible. There's a very minimal difference in cost, and it is certainly a lot easier at claim time if you don't have to explain a deductible or you have one less thing that you have to meet. One of the big pieces that sets us apart as far as our claims go is we do pay based on the EOB. So we do not have a schedule of benefits. We pay simply upon whatever the explanation of benefits is that your customer receives. So they probably go to the emergency room of choice, which is going to give them a preferred provider discount drop off. So we'll pay that remainder. So I'll give you a claim example here in a little bit, but it is important to note we pay a lump sum based on the EOB and do not follow any type of a schedule of benefits. And the big component here is our plan is guarantee issue. So you don't have to be concerned about that field underwriting. It's not a concern to you if your customer might have some health conditions. It is guarantee issue for unisex rates all the way issue ages 18 to 74. Now, on those family plans that I mentioned, we will cover those children up to age 26. So this is really a great plan for those younger families with active children, all the way into our more senior market where you might start seeing trip and falls and accidents more around the aging process. We do follow application signed state. The plan is compatible with HSAs and it is 24/7. So it is on and off the job. So it does pay a reimbursement directly to your customer. So even if your client is hurt at work and is paid work comp, we never coordinate those benefits. So that customer will still get their lump sum based upon the EOB up to the benefit bank paid directly to them. We will sell this plan to individuals, like I mentioned, clear through families, or it's really good for your small employers too. We're seeing employers are having a real hard time retaining staff and obviously hiring. So by offering their employees an accident plan, it's a real low cost benefit to them that really brings value to the employee. It is important to note that our newest version of the product that's available in most states does include the accidental death benefit. That is paid $10,000 on the primary and spouse and $5,000 on dependent children. The plan is renewable, guaranteed renewable actually to age 85. And like I mentioned, has a zero deductible option that we strongly encourage you to take a look at. One thing to remember as far as claims go is we will pay up to 2 surgeries within 6 months of that covered accident. Now on to the premiums. That's what everyone's always concerned about. So let's take a quick look here, how our premiums stack up. Here I'm showing monthly premiums at different benefit bank amounts. So here you can see a $5,000 annual benefit bank clear to a $25,000. And you can also take a quick look at how the premiums compare between self and adding the entire family. And like I mentioned, there's a very minimal change in premium between a $0 deductible and a $500 deductible. But the value that you bring to your client and the ease of everything at claim time when things are already stressful far surpasses that change. And we can definitely get you rate sheets at the conclusion, or that's something that you can go back and Matt will have access to as well. So don't feel like you have to feverishly write all of this down right now. Some important timeframes to keep in mind is we do need that claim filed within 1 week, and you'll want to actually see that provider within 1 week to receive initial care. That's generally not a big concern on the accident plan because it is an accident. It's usually pretty serious. So you are going to want to go to the emergency room or that urgent care. But make sure that's done within a week. And then within 30 days, have any major diagnostic exams done. We also have a claims flyer that explains all of these things too, so you can have those at your fingertips. Another couple of things just to keep in mind, I mentioned the surgeries must occur within 6 months, but also rehab therapy must begin within 90 days of that accident. Now here's an actual claims example so you can see how easy it is to understand the plan. So in this example, they share an annual benefit bank of $10,000 And they did add that individual deductible of $500. So you can see Dave cut his finger. He went in and got stitches. That total cost was $600. But because he had that $500 deductible, he was paid out $100. Then Kim went in for a torn ligament. That cost $1,400. Again, they had that $500 deductible because for the family, they had a $1,000 deductible to satisfy. So then Kim was paid $900. So then, as we'll just say in this example, the children had broken nose, broken leg, then those costs were payable at the full 100% because they didn't have the deductible. So I think this example also shows you how much easier it is when you don't have that deductible built in, and they can just be paid that full amount right into their pocket. Like I said, our newest Accident 3.0 does include the accidental death benefit. So the benefit does pay as long as that death occurs within 90 days of the covered accident. And it's going to pay $10,000 for the insured, $10,000 for the spouse or partner, and $5,000 for a dependent child. Now I'm going to turn it over to Toby so he can take us through how we can actually quote and submit these policies.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Amy. Great job. I'm going to just touch on a few things, obviously positioning of the product, but also how our portal works. So as an agent, once you get appointed, kind of walk through our processes. Again, very simple, very easy. We want to make this transition as easy and as helpful for you to hopefully sell this solution and not just talk about products. So this is, we took a few snapshots from our agent portal to give you a little flavor of what it looks like and how to walk through it. I didn't want to try to get in there live and walk through it step by step. So as we walk through this, you'll see how the portal works and just how simple this process is. But before we do this, go to the next slide. We'll touch on just a couple key points here of the product. And Amy, my screen froze. There we go. Couple things. Go back to the product slide for a second. Amy had touched on our Accident 2.0, 3.0, so that she talked specifically about the new product 3.0. The older one is still available in a couple states. That's not Missouri. So you guys have the new product, have all the good stuff of the new product. If you do sell nationwide, there might be a state or two where we're still running the older generation. So just be aware of that. We've sent out a product availability chart to Matt, so all that stuff will be at your fingertips. And as you take apps, if you're taking an app in another state, we do have a smart app system. So if you were trying to sell the accident plan, it would just default to whatever product is available in that current state. So in terms of just some highlights or competitive hot points, this product is guaranteed issue. We love the $0 deductible. It is a reimbursement model, so not a scheduled benefit, which typically will pay clients, maybe double or triple what a scheduled benefit could pay out. So broken arm, we're not looking it up in the book, broken arm $500, we're going off the EOB. And also another thing to consider is if you have maybe employees that are between jobs or working part-time, maybe they do not have health insurance at the moment, we can sell them our ancillary products. So there's only a couple states, California being one of them, where they have minimum essential coverage. You can sell these products to clients that do not have health insurance today, and maybe down the road they'll transition to something else. So it is an option. We do love this 24/7 on the job, off the job, no coordination of benefits. In this space, there are other carriers that sell accident plans. A lot of them do not cover children and family. So this is a perfect product for families with active children, and we will cover up to age 26, as well as those senior clients being guaranteed renewable to age 85. That's another great point that Amy touched on. And lump sum cash benefit. I like to call it flexibility. So we're paying cash back to the policyholder. They can use the money however they see fit. They're off work for a week or two, and they need to cover, gas, groceries, other bills. And also if, maybe their co-pays and out of pocket's $3,000 or $4,000, but LifeSecure pays them 8 or 10. That extra cash, they can use it for whatever they want or save it for a rainy day. Next slide. So we're going to jump into the LifeSecure Agent Portal. You'll see at the top, this is www.yourlifesecure.com. I highlighted the login section on the right, which is agents and agencies. So this is your first time in, you're going to get a prompt to click on that and set up your username and password. So as an agent, once you're set up, you're going to click on agents, agencies, put in your username and password, and jump to the next screen. So now that we're in, we see at the top, this says, hello, Tamara Training. This is our training website, which we're also going to send out. So we call it Model Office. But when you log in as yourself, it'll say, hello, Toby. That's going to be my portal. It's set up for me. It's built on the back end to have my LifeSecure agent number locked into this. So when I'm taking e-apps, all of my information's in here. It's tracked. You'll see across the toolbar on the top and the tiles down below, it's just two options, whatever you like. You can use the tiles, you can use the bar at the top, but these are highlighted features. So virtual office, you can track your business. We have quoting tools for all of our products. The quoting tool, you can build out a plan and then just push that information right into the e-app so you can continue right from quote to app. We have a lot of worksite tools. So if you do sell small group or any size group, we have marketing materials, we have presentations, we have other nice things that allow you to set up list bills and work your groups and get the participation you're looking for. So a lot of nice worksite stuff there. Amy didn't allude to this, but we have sold a ton of long-term care over the years in very large groups. So anything from 10 up to 25,000 person groups. So we're very comfortable in the worksite space. If you have anything that you'd like to review or ask us about, by all means, reach out and we will get all those answers and help you set up those groups. Other tools, we have pre-recorded webinars and other materials available online. So if you ever want to join one of our live webinars, you can, or you can actually watch pre-recorded ones as well. So if you want to start the quote process, you can either click on that quote tab or the tile, and it's going to pull you into our quote calculator. If we look across the top, you see ancillary products, life and long-term care. So we have that whole portfolio of our product lines, but let's focus on ancillary. So if we click ancillary down below, I can start this quote by plugging in the state. You'll see first name, last name. I just put in agent as first name, Smith as last name, and threw in a birthday. Then at the bottom, I'm going to pick accident, critical illness, hospital recovery. I can pick 1, 2, or all 3, and you can actually manipulate that as you walk through the quote. So you don't have to, you can change your mind as you go. So once you do that, bottom right, we're going to push continue. That's going to take us over to the next page. So my accident quote, it's going to give me at the top, tell me it's an individual policy, the client's name and age, whatever state I'm quoting them in, and a total. Once you look down in the box for accident insurance, anything that's bold and underlined, you can click on it, hover over it. It'll tell you a description of what it is. At the bottom, you see the little tab that says how the plan works. That's our plan at a glance flyer. So if you forget something or want to show a client exactly how something works, you can dig a little deeper and show them what it is. So this is a minimum amount for a 42-year-old. So $2,500 benefit bank. I can push and drag the button back and forth. I can type in the amount I want. I can select $0 or $500 deductible. And then at the very bottom right, I can print, push apply now, or email the quote. So what I'm going to do is show you the email quote feature, which I like. So you can either be sitting with that client, you can be talking to them on the phone, but in terms of trying to reach out, people are busy nowadays. So if you want to reach somebody after hours on the weekend, you can talk to them on the phone, build out a quote, and then push email the quote. So when I do that, this is what the client's going to see on the back end. They get a link, they click on it, they log in, Now I see that my agent built me out a quote for a $2,500 benefit bank, $0 deductible, cost me $22 a month. And the nice thing is on the left, we have some really nice, cool videos. So you can click the button that's watch the video on the left. It'll give you a walkthrough of LifeSecure, how the accident plan works. Right next to it is the plan at a glance flyer as well for the client. So they can dig in, look a little deeper, maybe ask you a couple questions. If they're happy with everything, they can push the apply now blue button on the right. So as soon as I push the apply now button, this screen is very similar to an agent assisted, but when it's emailed to the client, your information's already built in the back end. So there is no agent signature section here, as you see on the left, but this shows you what the client has to do. So we've already did product selection. Step 2 is primary applicant information. So the applicant's just going to complete whatever's missing here. And you see at the bottom, they have the opportunity to get a paper welcome kit so they can get the policy in the mail or electronically. If they do electronic, they just have to put in their email address. Very simple. They log into a policyholder portal and can view all the information just the same way you do as an agent. So once they complete this page, we're going to go next, and it's going to go through. I'll jump back one second, Amy. I apologize. I didn't take screenshots of all these pages, but it shows coverage selection. Then they allow premium payment authorization, so they can do credit card, EFT, or direct bill. They're going to do electronic. We suggest EFT. There's less credit cards, possibly bouncing or ending or maxing out. So it's a lot easy for them to continually pay on an accident plan with an EFT. And then last but not least, it's just time to sign. They're going to type in their name and do a electronic signature, and it's done. So very simple. On the agent's end, it's going to be the agent signature as well. So really only a handful of slides. You build out the plan, electronically submit it, and it's done. So very basic. All of your information, your commissions, your all of your business, your policy holders are all stored inside the agent portal electronically, so you can track all that information. So just to wrap it up, in terms of simplicity, I think we keep this real simple. So I showed an accident plan example today. You can quote and apply for all three. So accident, critical illness, hospital recovery in one sitting, in one quote, in one application. So very, very simple. Clients can sign all of our products electronically, so you can send out an email or a text, and they can click open those links and confirm. There are no application fees, so we do not charge additional fees for applications. We do accept EFT credit cards, no additional fees there. And as I pointed out, we can provide paperless policy delivery. And in terms of turning these around, we can jet issue these policies within 1 to 3 business days. So if you picked, hey, I want this to go effective tomorrow, we can have this effective in 24 to 48 hours. So just be aware when you're picking effective dates and draft dates, pick first available, or if you want to pick the first of the month, there might be a little delay there if you're pulling a draft date later in the month. But besides that, we jet issue and turn these around very quickly. So last but not least, I also just wanted to touch on our claims process. Again, our claims are very simple. You can upload claims documents through the policyholder portal. You can fill them out and fax them in, but it's the EOB statement, our claims flyer, our claims forms. Once those are submitted and we get them in-house, we're going to pay that claim within 24 to 48 hours. So there might be, if there's a missing document, someone from claims might reach out to the policyholder and ask them for a little bit more information or a document that is missing, but we will turn these around quickly and take care of those policyholders. So besides that, I think we had a lot to cover. Didn't want to take up all day today, but really excited about how this plan works, what it can do, and the flexibility that it provides your clients, especially the ones with high deductible health plans. It can be a great product to cross-sell and strengthen your book of business today. Thank you.
One other thing I'd like to mention is at the conclusion of this webinar, I know Matt's going to be sending out the link for contracting. So it is very easy to get contracted with LifeSecure so you can get off and running selling these products. And once you are given your agent code, then that will open up the portal that Toby had mentioned to you. So that's how you'll actually have access to that. Matt will also be sending out a sandbox so you can go in and play around in the portal while we're waiting to get your contracting completed. So you can go in and do test quotes and see how our rates compare and take a look at the coverage options that way too.
Is there a way you guys could answer the chat?
Oh, okay. We have a question here. It says American citizens only. Yes, that is correct. You must be in the United States or Canada to utilize the plan. You have to be a U.S. citizen to purchase the plan, and it is only you can only use it in U.S., Canada, and territories of the United States. So it is not. I mean, you could buy it in Texas and use it in Ohio, but yes, you have to be an American citizen with an address and a social security number to purchase the plan.
And Toby, what age will we go down on children for the family plan? Because it's issue age 19 for standalone, but as far as adding children to the plan, is it at time of birth?
Let me double check. We'll send that back to Matt. I believe it's at birth, but I'll get the policy information out and double check that and send it out.
And is there a link we can send to clients for them to do it themselves? I'm assuming taking the application.
It's the e-quote that I walk through would be you'd build the email or you'd build out the quote, send it to the client. If you didn't even want to take those steps, we do have something called a direct by agent link, where it's a link that you can put in an email. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Client, I'd like you to review this information. If you like it, call me. Or if you'd like to step through the process and apply, we can build out a direct by agent link for any agent that would like one. So if you'd like to put it on your website or email it out to your clients, we have that functionality as well. So
And
I
then,
also see a question regarding sports injuries. So we will cover sports related injuries. That's high school, collegiate. The ones that we will not cover in terms of exclusions would be professional sports. So athletes, umpires, anyone that's getting paid professionally to participate or be part of that sport would not be covered on the plan, but we will definitely cover high school and collegiate athletes.
And also it says it's guarantee issue, but is there a waiting period? There's not a waiting period because it is based upon accidents and not sickness. But to Toby's point, no professional or paid athletes. There are some basic exclusions to, like, obviously if you're doing something illegal or if you're doing something really adventuresome like hang gliding, hot air balloon jump, bungee jumping, something like that. But there isn't actually any waiting period.
Correct. And just one thing we didn't touch on was the benefit bank. So if you have a client with a high deductible plan, let's say it's $7,000 out of pocket, by all means, look at that price point, but also look at 10 or 15 to give them a little extra cushion, because if they have a catastrophic injury, because we do not coordinate, we would pay out up to the max benefit bank amount, and they can use that extra cash for flex spending, whatever they want to use it for. But the other thing to remember is our benefit banks will reset January 1st of the calendar year. It has nothing to do with the policy effective date. So if you sell now or through open enrollment this fall and someone exhausts their benefit bank, it will reset January 1st.
And the question about licensing, you do have to have a health license.
Correct.
What about the ITIN number? I'm not sure if you addressed that when you were talking about citizens.
Yeah, TIN, I'll pull some more information on that and send it out. I mean, typically we're going to want social security number and a home address. I know the TINs came up before, so I'll pull that info as well and send it in to Matt.
Construction sites, that's fine. Like you can be construction worker. There aren't any occupations that we really exclude other than just that professional athlete. So you can definitely be a construction worker. It pays on and off the job without coordination.
Correct. And I see, okay, William's question, if injured today, get it today, could use it tomorrow. It would be get it, if you got injured today and bought it tomorrow, we would not cover it. So you have to have your plan in place prior to the injury and then go seek treatment within that first week and then submit the claim. So just timing there, we just want to make sure that the policies are in effect prior to submitting a claim. So. And I don't.
Perfect. That's all I'm seeing in the chat.
Yeah.
And like
Any
I
other
said,
questions?
Matt will
Feel
send
free.
out some additional information that he has to choose. So you have like the plan at a glance, the state approvals, the contracting link, the sandbox for the portal, so you can go around and play in that.
And also in the work site, we will go all the way down to 3 lives on a list bill. So if you have a small family-owned group, by all means, give us a call. It's something we can work with. If it's under 3 lives, obviously you could still just sell them the individual product. And the product itself is the same individual sale or individual product versus worksite. It works exactly the same way. We just allow you to set it up on the list bill. With our other products are also some guaranteed issue opportunities. So accident is just guaranteed issue all the time.
Great reminder.
Yep.
Well, thank you all for your time today. We're happy to answer questions. So as they come up, Matt will share our contact information with you as well. So absolutely happy to help and get you all rolling. And we look forward to working with all of you.
Oh, I have one last thing to add before we leave today, Amy. We do have, and we call it a new agent bonus. So any agent that gets appointed with LifeSecure has opportunity to earn bonus dollars. And we're going to send out that bonus flyer to Matt as well, so he can attach it in the email today. So when you get appointed with LifeSecure, you'll see it. It's stair-stepped. You can make additional money, and that maxes out at $1,000. So we have a great new agent bonus, and it's really nice because I think if you give us a shot and write a handful of apps, usually if you write 10 apps or more, you're going to really see value in how our product and process works. And it's just a way to help kind of kickstart things and get you moving with LifeSecure.
Great point. All right. Well, thank you all.